The 10 most asked Docker interview questions. What is a Docker container? Docker containers include the application and all of its dependencies. It shares the kernel with other containers, running as isolated processes in user space on the host operating system. What are Docker images? Docker image is the source of Docker container. In other words, Docker images are used to create containers. When a user runs a Docker image, an instance of a container is created. What is Docker Hub? Docker Hub is a service provided by Docker for finding and sharing container images with your team. You can push and pull container images. How do you list all the running containers? Run the following command $docker ps. What is container orchestration and why should we use it? When you have to manage large and dynamic environments, Docker alone does not suffice. Kubernetes-like orchestration tools allow scaling, deploying, moving container between hosts, and managing configuration data. What is the main difference between containerization and virtualization? In virtualization, an operating system is necessary for each app. With Docker, you reuse parts of the host operating system so that you use less resources and don't need to manage that many operating systems. How is Docker monitored in production? You can use Docker stats and Docker events. Docker stats shows CPU and memory usage, and Docker events shows activities in process in Docker daemon. What are the various states that a Docker container can be in at any given point in time? There are 4 states that a Docker container can be in: running, paused, restarting, exited. What are Docker object labels? Docker object labels are key value pairs that are stored as strings. They enable us to add metadata to Docker objects such as containers, networks, local daemons, images, swarm nodes, and services. What does the Docker system prune command do? The Docker system prune is a Docker command that is used to remove or delete unused objects or data. It might be images, container, volume, or network, as these objects are not removed unless we explicitly remove those objects.